Hello, everybody. Last video we talked about how Jesus taught the Our Father to his disciples. Today we will be talking about Jesus' encounters and parables. Jesus taught fictitious stories called parables that were taught in order to teach a lesson. Jesus taught many parables such as the sower, mustard seed, and the parable of the wheat and weeds. The parable of the sower is about a farmer who spreads seed. Some of the seeds that he tossed went on the path and the birds ate it. Some of the seeds went on rocky places where there was not much soil, so they sprung up quickly. But when the sun came up the next morning, the plants were scorched. Some seeds fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants. The rest of the seeds went onto the good soil and produced the best crops. This parable teaches us about all types of people and their faith. The seeds that fell on the path were the people that didn't understand God's message, and evil people came and snatched it like the birds. The seeds that fell in the rocks represent people who understand the word but only praise it for a short time because they don't have any roots. The seeds that fell upon the thorns represent the people that understand the word but deny it in their lives. The seed that fell among the good soil is the person who understands and follows the word of God. The parable of the mustard seed is about our faith and how it can grow tremendously. The kingdom of heaven is said to be like a mustard seed as well as our faith. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds in the world, but when fully grown, is one of the greatest shrubs and becomes a tree. This parable teaches us that we can start with little faith but can grow to have great faith. The kingdom of heaven can be like a mustard seed as well because it will grow to be large and powerful. Another parable taught by Jesus is the parable of the wheat and weeds. The parable of the wheat and weeds is about a man who plants good seed into his field, but at night an enemy sowed weeds among the wheat. The next morning, the man's workers asked him, "Didn't you sow good seed? Why are there weeds?" The man responded, "An enemy did this." The workers asked if they should pull the weeds up, but the man said no because that might pull the roots of the wheat up too. Then the man said to the workers that they must wait until the wheat and weeds grow fully together. Once they grow fully together, then the weeds will be picked up first and burnt, and the wheat will be picked up and brought back to his barn. The man who sowed the good seed represents the Son of Man. The field is the world, and this good seed represents sons of the kingdom. The weeds represent sons of evil, and the enemy is the devil. The workers represent the Son of Man's angels. This parable teaches us that there are both good and bad people in the world, and that some serve God and some serve the devil. The weeds and wheat was hard to decipher which was which, just like it is hard to accurately determine if a person is good or bad.